Hi everyone, really happy to welcome you all for the amazing session Science Behind Flying Objects with Dr. Sureshkumar from the CEO of 360 Flying Club. This is your learning coach Vinod, and I'm super excited, just like you guys, to be here. So please let me know in the chat box if you guys are able to hear me loud and clear. Let me just check the stream from my end. Okay, I am trying to. Guys, please let me know if I am loud and clear. Please let me know. Okay, there is some issue in the stream, and what it has done is that it has, let us join another, stream, but never mind. So I'm just going to share the link with all of you guys. So please join this new one. So sorry. There's some kind of a small technical difficulty, and instead of starting an old stream, which was earlier started, it has come down to a new stream. So I've just shared a link in the old stream chat. Please join that link, and I hope you guys are able to see me. Just let me know in the chat box if you are able to see me. In the old stream chat. Yes, audio is clear. Thank you so much, Shazila. So, thank you so much, Porcherian. So, guys, as you are joining here, please let me know where you are. Just give a small introduction about yourself, what you're doing, where you are joining us from. So, give us some more information. Okay, so without further ado, let us now invite today's guest. So, first of all, I am really happy to welcome you all for the World Space Week celebration. So, World Space Week is kind of like celebrated from October 4th to October 10th, world over, to celebrate two momentous events that has kind of like uplifted mankind like no other event. So first one is the launch of Sputnik, the first man-made object ever to go out of Earth and reach into space. Okay, so typically it went about 66, 70 kilometers from the surface, but still in the 4.2 billion years Earth history, that was the first object to reach that far. Okay, and it's kind of like a really momentous period to help mankind understand that yes, they are destined to something, much to be one among the stars. So the second event happened on October 10th, which was the signing of the space treaties, allowing countries or disallowing countries to own any space or celestial product by themselves, celestial object just by themselves. Okay, so in between these 2 days is what Space Week is kind of like celebrated world over. And I think this is the fifth year, and this year is kind of like for Space Science Learning Club, because this year we are also an ISRO space tutor, and it is kind of like really heartwarming to be here with you guys, doing this event. Today we have a very very special guest. So his work in the field of STEM is kind of like really unparalleled. So a very passionate educator, and he has been instrumental in taking drone related technologies to a lot of children like you guys, aerospace and other things to you. And without further ado, let me bring Doctor. So he's the CEO of 360 Flying Club from Chennai, and he's an aerospace engineer. And let's start the conversation with him. Hi Suresh, you're on mute. Hi Suresh. Yes, Suresh.
Hi,
Now we
hi.
are able. So, Suresh, really sorry. Like, we had a small technical difficulty in getting connected,
Okay.
and there is some some. We had an initial link, so that link is not working. A new
Hmm?
stream has just started.
Really வருமா? Hmm.
Okay,
லைவ் ஆகிறது இங்கே தெரியும்.
so
Okay.
before we start, can you give a small brief introduction about you, like what you do and kind of stuff like that? It would be really
So good
nice.
evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. To Suresh Kumar. I am a science communicator. I am an aero modeler. I'm someone who goes and sets up uh, aerospace labs in schools. I create interest in aerospace and space science school children and students. And uh, for a decade or so, I'm into this, and that's it. And further, maybe like we'll when we do the webinar, we will discuss it further.
Superb, superb, Suresh. So, first of all, I want to thank you, and not just this. I know that you are for a fact a few national and world record holders. Okay, so really happy being you here. And the context that I want to set for this webinar is probably we'll try to do two things. One is where you teach us about the science about flying objects. Okay, how flying is kind of like essential. And the next important that I wanted to talk to you about, I have invited a few students also to join us if in the pursuit, is to understand how aerospace and space science are kind of like connected, and how people can students can get inspired to join, let's say NASA or ISRO by studying aerospace engineering.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. I'll answer your question first. There is the difference between aeronautical engineering and aerospace engineering. So, what our Earth's atmosphere, whichever there is air also involved, we call it nautical engineering. Whereas when we talk about Earth and beyond, that is the entire universe. When we talk about, we call aerospace engineering. There's this misconception that in some of the colleges, or for that matter, in some parents also, that my son or my daughter is not going to become a pilot. My son or daughter is not become an aeronautical engineer, aerospace engineer. Why should they need to know about airplanes, drones? Oh, come on. But for the aerodynamics. Everything else involved is nothing but robotics, electronics. Even if you are thinking about anything mechanical, then you have to study. When if you who wants to do uh, no engineering in aerospace side, you can be a mechanical engineer and you can still be a propulsion engineer in aerospace side. If you are a computer science engineer, you can still be a cyber security person, you can still engineer and you can still be a part of a aerospace industry. If you are an electronics and communication engineer, you can be a part of aerospace engineer, aerospace industry as a control. There is this guidance system in a rocket. There is guidance system in an airplane, and for that matter, drones, hybrid UAVs, a lot of other things which we're going to talk about today. So yes, don't mix this. That is, industries are different and departments are different. You can belong to a that any industry will have every department. So that is something which you need to know. Yes, when it comes to aerospace, there is a huge, for the future is going to be defense and aerospace only. So, and that too, India peaking at the right time, that we are with Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan, Gaganyaan, Aditya. So the future, there's going to be a Shukrayan. There's a lot of extra exoplanet, or for that matter, the universe, other planets, other that we gonna explore for a lot of other benefits. So there are certain rare elements which are present in many other planets, which when bought, there can be helium 3 which can be bought to the earth, which can support us with energy, power generation and all. So the talk about, yes, but let's come to the topic for the day.
Dr. Suresh.
See,
So
for
my
to make it
question,
a
no,
bit
I
lively,
have
what
one
we
follow
need
up
to.
question. Dr. Suresh, I'm sorry, I have one follow up question. So
Okay.
what you just told us right now was that aerospace and aeronauticals are two different fields. Am I right?
Yes, being aerospace, being a superset, and
Okay.
aeronaut limits to airplanes, drones, helicopters, and when it comes
Okay.
and satellites, it becomes aerospace.
Aerospace, superb. So and both these two things, both aerospace and aeronautical, doesn't confine to becoming a pilot. Am I right?
100%. Piloting is
Okay.
altogether an area.
Different
Okay,
area.
it's a driver.
Okay.
It's a driver job. Driver job, but
Okay.
a elite driver.
LA driver. But guys, two things that I wanted to convey here. One, if you guys are interested in becoming a space scientist, I think like what Dr. Suresh said, becoming an aerospace and becoming an aeronautical engineer will help you out there. But if you guys are very serious about becoming an astronaut, than these two, aerospace and aeronautical, you also need to know piloting skills. You need to learn piloting. Okay. Am I right there?
Correct. Yes.
Huh?
Perfect. Yes. So if you
Super.
want to become an astronaut, cosmonaut, then yes, there you will be given a training of how to pilot. So
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So right now we are going to jump into the science of flying
yes,
objects.
yes. So
Okay.
to keep it lively, guys, we are in a flying field actually here. If you can see here, so we have
Wow.
brought in some airplanes and all for you. So even there are drones for you to fly. There are rockets. I haven't brought, but drones and air, a couple of things which I gonna uh, fly them for you. Before which, let people know what is the science behind flying objects. Objects. What is the science behind all of this? That is something which we need to know. At the same time, I don't want to make it very. I want to keep it in a common man's language for any of us to understand the science behind flying objects. The flying objects can be even a kite, or we all got inspired by a bird, and that is also a bird is a flying object, maybe a flying living being, a kite for that matter, and then airplanes, and then drones, helicopters, all these kind of multi-rotors is what we're going to talk about. And if you see now in my background, I hope you all can see wind socks. If you can notice, there is something. thing called a wind sock, which you will happen to see in airport for that matter. So socks is something which gives us the direction of the wind. So any day, if you have noticed carefully in an airport, if there is a plane that which takes off, if there is a plane that which takes off from one particular direction on that given day, on the given time period, the planes which come and land will land in the same direction, and that direction will be the direction will be the direction shown by the wind socks. Okay, wind socks tells us which direction is the headwind. Against the headwind, we are supposed to take off, as well as we are supposed to even land the plane. Even land the plane and take off the plane will all same direction if you have noticed. Okay. Now, to begin with, like so, uh, can you all see this plane also now? I
Yes,
hope you can
yes, we
see
are
the
able to
plane.
see it.
Thank you, Vinod. If you can
Yeah,
please
yeah.
converse with me. Fantastic.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank. So guys, look at this. Okay. So if you look at this airplane,
Uh-huh.
can you
Yes,
see
yes,
the
we are able to
propeller?
see.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So this part, the propeller, is gonna push the air backwards, so as it's gonna push the air backwards, so as the plane is gonna move forward. Newton's third law, guys. When I say good evening, Vinod also said good evening. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. If I want,
Yes.
if I want to swim forward, then I have to push the water backwards. So the science behind taxiing of a plane, the science behind running of the plane way is Newton's third law. Not simply here, also in a drone, but also in a rocket. The science behind the first science that we have to talk about is Newton's third law. For every reaction, there is equal and opposite reaction. So same way, if I push the air backwards, if I push the air backwards, then the plane is going to move forward. This is how a plane actually moves runs on the runway. The actual question is, how does a plane take off? Okay, for which we need to understand the shape of the plane. Okay, if you happen to see, you can see that wings will be a little bit bulgy on the top and it will be a bit flat on the bottom. And by this time, you all might have definitely known, might have known that there is an aerofoil shape. An aerofoil shape is a shape where bottom is flat and the top is the board. Okay.
Okay.
So the can you see this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the aerofoil shape is a shape where the bottom will be flat and the
Okay.
top will be a bit curved. Okay. Now that we all know the pressure is nothing but force by area. Nothing but force by area.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's clear. It's clear. It's clear.
is it mirrored or correct only? This
No, no, it's correct. It's correct.
side is. Okay. Fine. So the point pressure is equal to force over area. So if you happen to see there is more area on the top, then there is a airflow. As I told you, the plane will always run towards the direction where the wind is towards the plane. Okay. So the air which comes, it will get split and it will travel this way. So if you keep it in a very common language, as we know that more the area, less will be the pressure. The top area will be in low pressure. As the bottom area is a bit there, the pressure will be high in the bottom. And we all know that from higher to lower will be a lift happening. So any day, if you happen to, if anyone asks you, hey, how does a plane actually take off? Okay, the answer is yes, there is something called a Bernoulli principle. If it is to be put in a very, very simple way, more the velocity, less will be the pressure. Or for that matter, more the area, less will be the pressure. This we all know. This is been utilized, this has been put in use simply in the form because of the shape of this wing. This aerofoil shape, that which gives the lift for a plane. But again, look at this plane now. A pilot sitting inside a cockpit, he cannot God saying that, go God, let me let me run the plane real runway, let the Bernoulli's principle be applied, let the air come and hit the wing of the plane, let the plane lift by itself.
Speaking.
a, a pilot cannot gamble, as in, yes, it is the wing which is the main matter, yes, it is the wing which is a help in lifting the plane, but still a pilot has to always have some control over takeoff. A pilot is someone who has to say this is the want to take off. So now there is a question to you. Yes, the plane will run really fast on the road, air will come and hit the side of the wing more powerfully than on the top, because more pressure on the bottom, high, less pressure on the top, because of which the plane can be lifted. Take a guess, guys. Take a guess. The plane has to, pilot has to do something so that the plane takes off. Tell me, what will the pilot do?
So my question here is probably by the time that the wind hits off, so it's just going to bump, and every time gravity is going to just make the thing come down, right?
Yes,
So something the pilot has to do to ensure that the plane is kind of like approved and going in the right direction.
my question is very simple. Maybe I'm questioning to the extent of even a 600 grade person should be able
Okay,
to answer. My question is,
guys,
yes,
guys, I want all
plane
of you
the
guys to
plane
answer it in the chat. I'm going to read it to sir now.
the plane runs really fast on the floor. The question is very simple, guys. I want the nose part of the plane to be up now. What is that smartly a pilot can do so that the plane, I'm giving a clue now, the front part of the plane should be up. What is that the pilot can do to
Okay,
put
Parisa
part of the,
says run the plane on an inclined
yes,
runway.
on an incline
Number one.
runway? That will bring
Okay,
more. Okay, inclined runway, no. That is a smart answer,
okay,
Farisha, but still, no.
okay. Next one, Shaliza says accelerate, accelerate. Okay, guys, there's some small technical difficulty. Sir will join again. So we were supposed to join through the mobile phone, but there is some difficulty in joining through the mobile phone. So that's the reason why he's kind of like we are trying to do it through the laptop, and we were not prepared to do it through the laptop. So he actually had like 3 4 mobile phones, and we were supposed to connect it to the drones and take you on a drone journey just like that. But let's see. Yes, so sir is back.
Am I connected?
Yes, sir, we are connected.
All right, really important. Yes, no.
Okay, your volume is connected to the other mic, so you just need to connect the mic to this camera, to this laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, please. Yeah. So, sir, in the meanwhile, let me just read the comments to you so that you can see what it is. Um, Jashwant says, remove the wheels or raise the wheels. Okay, and Kian says, or Jashwant says, make the wheels
Am I
apply
audible?
pressure on the ground. Yeah, yeah, you're audible. You're audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Is the second answer? I didn't listen to.
Okay, remove the, make the wheels apply pressure on the ground or raise the wheels.
Okay, uh, not a smart answer because the plane will be still running on the floor. I cannot
So
remove the
it's
wheel
just going to go
faster.
nosedive. Okay.
Okay, any other guesses, guys? I
Lots
want
of guesses
a
in the.
smart. I want a smart. I want a very simple answer for this. Sundar bro.
Okay. Lift the nose of the plane.
Sundar bro. Okay, guys.
Apply
Without
pressure
further
at the
delay, I'll
bottom.
answer this. The answer is very
Uh-huh.
simple. Okay, look at this plane, guys. Look at this plane. It is gonna run really fast on the floor. Mirror opposite.
No, no, it's clear. It's clear.
Is okay.
It's
Is it?
clear.
Is it showing?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
it's showing. Paka
fine,
365
fine.
club. Yeah.
So run the plane really fast on the floor. Yes. If you want the nose part to be up, you put weight on the backside.
Yes.
You put weight on the back so that the front portion will be up. Now the
Yes.
question is, so how can we put weight on the backside? Are the
Suresh
aerosters
sir,
going to? Are the aerosters
I
going
am literally
to
kind of like thinking when
up
was the
on it or
time.
something like that?
No, no, that's exactly I'm thinking, Suresh sir. I'm thinking like when the flight is going to start, everybody will like go to the back of the plane. Yes, we are now up. Now go to your seats. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes. So so please, ah, guys, the answer is very simple. Can, can you please see this plane now?
Yes, yes,
Can you see the backside portion of the plane? I gonna
yes,
lift
sir.
something called. Yes. Can you see something getting lifted?
Yes.
This is called an elevator. This is called an elevator. Say, suppose on a windy day, you open an umbrella against the wind. What will happen? Just on the floor. Yes, the wings are gonna help. Yes, air is gonna hit under the wings of
Okay, sir. There
the
is some
plane
small
to
network
lift it.
disconnectivity. Hmm.
But sitting inside the cockpit, before that, the wind would be traveling smoothly, crossing the elevator also. Once the elevator is up, now that the wind will come and hit the backside portion called the elevator, there will be weight which will be put on the elevator. The backside will be down, which means the nose will be up. This is how a plane actually takes off. Hope you got it. Now the
Yes,
now the
sir.
next question is, guys. Now that by this time that I have given you enough of knowledge about how to put a weight on a particular side, now the question for you is: yes, the plane is now taken off. Now it is there up in the sky. The wind is not favoring the plane. The wind is coming, crosswind is coming and tilting them to one side. Now tell me, if the plane getting tilted to one, what you should do, or what will a pilot do?
Okay, guys, get your hands dirty. Come on, I want all of you guys to start typing in the chat box. I'm gonna increase. I'm gonna read it.
So previously I told, if I want the front portion up, I have to put weight on the back side, for which there is one flap called elevator, which when raised goes and hits the plane there, because of which weight is put on the back side and the front is up. Now the question is, if the plane is getting tilted to one side, getting tilted as in it should always fly parallel to the. What if it gets rolled? Instead,
Okay,
getting tilted to the right side.
Saurav says
If it
turn the
gets tilted,
tail.
what will we do?
Saurav says turn the tail. Use the
So
side.
again,
Put weight on the other side.
good guess, Gaurav, but it is not in the tail. It is in the wing plane. If you again happen to see, can you see two flaps moving up and down, up and down, up and down?
Yes.
So when we
Yes.
travel in a flight, if we wonder, hey, what is that which is moving up and down, up and down, up and down in the wing? These are called the ailerons. The ailerons are
Okay.
moved in such a way that whenever the plane, some 8 months back, there was a plane from Bangladesh with 72 people, which got crashed. If you happen to watch the final final video of the plane got tilted like this and it went and crashed on the ground. So if it got like this to one side, all that the pilot has to do is to put weight on the other side.
Okay.
See, achieve it just by moving those flaps called elevators or called ailerons. So the ailerons, when they are moved, this is exactly equal to if you have seen someone walking on a rope with a very big stick in their hands, holding the center of the stick. If they walk on the rope, whenever there is some imbalance, if they get to if it looks like as if they're going to fall on one side, what they will do is like they will release the stick to the other side to balance it with by putting weight on the other side. So that what is like happening here. These flaps in the wings of the plane, they are called the ailerons, that
Okay.
which
Suresh
help.
sir, I have a question here. So,
Yes,
does these ailerons work using a computer in a plane, or the pilot manually uses them?
100% taking off and the landing only is done by pilot. Otherwise,
Okay.
it is everything in autopilot mode only. A
Okay.
pilot sitting inside cannot change the flaps to his will. Rather,
Okay.
software will entirely take care of. So there will
Okay.
be altimeters, there will be levelers, there will be gyros which will take care of. So whenever the plane balance is missed, as in like whenever a plane is getting tilted to any side, the auto
Uh-huh.
correction will automatically happen. So that is what we
Superb.
normally call an autopilot mode.
Superb. Superb. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So like I'm just going to summarize what are the things that you said to us right now. So number one, for a fly, for a first one is the Newton's third law. For equal, for every action, there's equal and opposite reaction. So just because the gliders, rotate, that's when the pilot, that's when the plane moves in the forward direction. Number one. Number two, in order to get lift off, yeah, number two, the Bernoulli's theory, where how the wind pressure works and they get thrust in order to move up. In order to maximize the thrust, so the tail has got a little bit of ailerons, kind of flaps, which helps in achieving liftoff. And number four, to turn and other stuff, the wings have got ailerons to assess the thing. So, am I right? Are these 4 points?
Yes, 100% right. So
Superb.
these four forces which act on a plane. Okay.
Okay.
One is the weight of the plane due to gravity. Against the gravity, we have to do work. That is what we do using elevator. That force is called
Okay.
the lift.
Lift.
And our the propeller is rotating because it's pushing backward. Thrust will be created. So
Okay.
that will be the force which will be pushing the plane forward. And whenever there
Okay.
is any object moving forward, there will be definite drag happening in the backwards. And
Okay.
you guys, yeah, we all do this, but still, it's my duty to tell it because the class is about science behind flying objects. So,
Superb.
so
Yes, sir.
yeah. So
Ah.
what we do because of the weight. Now, even if we come to drones, also, this is what we're going to talk about. The lift happens because of the difference in pressure, and the takeoff is actually done because of the elevator. The propeller
Okay.
which rotates the engine of the plane going to produce enough of thrust so as it will overcome whatever the drag and it will move forward. So these are the four forces on a plane. And
Superb,
again,
sir. Sir,
guys, if
does
you
it,
ever wonder, okay, how does a plane change direction? Change direction.
sir? One
So
one
there is
question to you here. One question to you here before you go into change in direction. So,
okay.
does this four factors apply even for drones, even for birds, everything, anything that flies? Does it apply?
Even for a kite. If we are
Okay.
supposed to make, see guys, I tell you what, you don't need a motor or a fuel to fly, but you definitely need science and knowledge to fly. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
even if you don't have a motor, even if you have a paper, if you can recollect, I mean, try to imagine, whenever we make a kite, we will ensure that we will put pieces in such a way that they are little bit bent, and the
Yes.
so that the aerofoil shape is still achieved there, and there will be this no thread
Tail.
which will be there, string which will be attached to the kite, and because we want the kite to always have an inclined angle of attack, we want some weight. That is why we attach something called
Eh,
a tail to a kite, a tail, so that, so yes, even for a kite to lift, you have to run or walk a little bit. That is what the thrust that you try to do.
yes.
Because of the thrust, because of the velocity, because of the air pressure difference, the lift will happen in a kite, and there will definitely a drag in the kite also. Whenever you leave the string, whenever you leave the string, which means that you are adding some more weight to the kite, so that you will see that the kite will come back, I mean, like, come a little bit down due to gravity. And whenever you want the lift to be more, you hold the string taut, and you will try to pull a little bit. You will try to give some thrust to it. Whenever you give some thrust, it will go lift further more up. So this is how even a kite flies. So yes, it is applicable to a kite, it is applicable to an airplane, it is applicable to a drone, but drone also talks about something called a rotating force, a rotating couple, or a torque, we call it. So when we speak about
Okay.
airplane, we will talk about these forces. When we talk about drones, it is enough if we talk about Newton's third law, along with which something called torque. Okay. For to understand the drones, okay, please bring the board. Okay, so again, for to understand drone, the movement, the maneuvering of the drone, I want to teach one small thing. I want you people again understand this and try to sort this out. Say suppose I have a box. Say suppose I have a box, and which is being pulled by, say 10 people. 10 people are pulling it. Okay, let us consider that all these people have got equal power. Okay, so 10 people are pulling that box to one side, which is tied. Okay, and same 10 people, I mean, again 10 more people in the opposite side. Now tell me where the box will be, position of the box. All the 10 people have equal
Guys, let
power.
us know the chart. Ah, it should be in the same place. It should be static,
It
right?
should be in the same place. Perfect, everyone knows this. Now the same question, guys. People with same power, 10 people pulling on one side, 6 people pulling on other side. Now where will the box be, to the
It will
right
go
or
towards the, yeah, to the right. It will go towards the right.
to the right? And the direction, guys, direction,
Uh,
will it be anywhere else or will it be here?
it will be there. Yeah.
It will be there.
Yes, exactly.
Now the question is, if there is a box, if 10 people are pulling it like this, if there are 6 people pulling it like this,
Okay.
if there are 10 people pulling the box like this, if there are 6 people pulling the ball box, tell me now where this box will go and be positioned. Where will be the resultant of this box? First of
Typically,
all,
it should be outside of your board. Yeah.
so anyone take a guess? Here it is, the box. Now the 10 people are pulling like this, 6 people are pulling like this. Now also we should be in a position to answer where this box will be, the resultant position of the box.
Correct.
Okay. Maybe I'll for
Yes.
to make the choices simple, because they have to answer right. So
Yes.
I will put some numbers. Tell me where the box will be. Position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, position 5, position 6, position 7, 8, 9, 10. I have given 10 positions now.
Guys,
Take
come
a
on now.
take a
Quickly,
guess.
type.
Take a guess. This box
Sir,
relatively
typically,
closer.
yes, sir. Doctor, typically it takes about 10 to 20 seconds for the relay to go to them, and then another 5 to 10 seconds for them to answer.
No problem.
So
No problem. No problem.
in the meanwhile, can you tell me, like, what are the things that you're going to fly and show us?
I have airplane. We are flying an airplane.
Okay.
We are flying. We are flying drones also.
Okay, super.
Just that. Just that. By the time I fly the airplane,
Uh-huh.
the student should know how I fly it and what will be my next move when you see a plane in a
Super.
particular position.
Super.
So that
So
is
all
why
of
we are
them,
giving some science behind it.
fantastic, sir. Sir, all of them, most of them are answering 5 and 6. 6 is the maximum answer.
Perfect. Perfect. So there is something called, okay, 5 or 6. Let us understand. This is called parallelogram law of vector. Whenever there are two forces which is acting on a particular object, what you have to do is, if you want to know where the resultant will be, then you have to complete a parallelogram by having these two, and that will be the place where the resultant will act. Okay, you need to know this if you really want to know how a drone works. Okay, and I hope and I hope this one you very well know. If I have a graph, if I want to say, suppose if I want to plot a point called 3 comma 4, say this is 3 comma 4, 3 comma 4, from 0 comma 0. If anyone asks me, hey, what is this
Sir,
distance?
I'm
What is
so
this
sorry.
distance?
Sir, I'm so sorry. We had some technical issues. So the transformer just outside. Sorry, the transformer just outside my home. Burst off. So we just lost you when.
Not a problem. New question. Whenever, if I am plotting a point called 3 comma 4, if I am plotting a point called 3 comma 4, what will be this distance? If it is 3, this is 4, what will be this distance? Okay, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Hey, drone connect பண்ணுங்க. நீ இதை எடுத்துரு. Drone connect பண்ணு. இது எப்படி காட்ட போறீங்க?
Sir, technical issue. I'm back. I'm back.
Am I here? Am I here? Are you here, everyone?
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, there
Okay,
was
very
some
good. I think
technical issue. Yeah.
okay. So there are these students. So it'll be more exciting if couple of kids fly the plane.
That's going to be
Okay.
really exciting. Yes.
Yeah. If you can turn. Yeah. Turn. Take. Turn.
So can you introduce the pilots to us?
Yes, please. Please come. This is RC pilot Survey. Come, Sarvesh. Sarvesh is in grade 9.
Grade 9. Awesome.
Yeah, come.
So that plane is made by him.
Yes, this plane is made by Sarvesh. Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
There are 3 students who have come. This is Sia. Shia is in 4th grade.
Hi,
5th grade.
Zia.
She is
Fifth
in
grade.
5th grade. She is a
Okay.
RC pilot. She can also fly a plane. This is Pradyun.
Fantastic.
This is seventh grade. Pradyun is seventh grade. He is also a RC pilot. We even
Super.
have Jagat. Come, Jagat hasn't brought his plane today, but still, he is in second grade. He can also plane. Samyukta,
Super.
yes, come,
So I'm
come
getting
first.
motivated to start a 360 flying club, sir.
Yeah, this is Samyukta. She is in first grade. Even she can plane. Jagat, can you
Wow.
show us how to taxi the plane? Jagat will now. Jagat will now taxi the plane. முன்னாடி லைட்டா போ போயிட்டு முன்னாடி போயிட்டு அப்படியே நட just one.
Guys, it's exciting, na?
So by putting the rudder left and right, by putting the rudder, there is something called in the back side of the plane. Jagat put rudder.
Okay.
Yeah. So go take a round. Yes. Jagat can show us how to taxi the plane. Okay. Sarvesh and others can actually fly the plane. Yeah, where are your planes? So, guys, if you have noticed this direction, because can you see this wind socks? The wind socks says that
Uh-huh.
the wind direction from that side to this side. So that is why if I am standing here. So what will be the first thing that we will do is we will put the throttle. Okay. Okay. By the way, what are we? Who are we? We are all the RC pilots, radio controlled pilots. There are seven types of RC pilots, radio controlled pilots. There are seven types.
Sir, I think there is some technical difficulty from your end also. So we are not able to hear you properly. His stream is stuck. Let me come back. Okay, guys, let's just wait for a couple of minutes for Suresh sir to join. So there's some issue in the stream. Let me remove him and try to add him back to the stream again. Okay, he's going to join back again. So sorry, guys. Like just a few minutes back, the transformer just outside my home it burst. So there's a loud cracker kind of a thing, and
Guys, can you see me?
internet went off. Yes, now
Can
we
you
are
see?
able to see you, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Shows the
Okay.
flying. Yeah.
We are all called radio control pilots. We use
Uh huh. Sir, again your internet. Again, there is some kind of a network issue.
okay. You see,
Yes.
learned. I'll try this plane now. Okay. So what is the that I gonna do is I gonna apply throttle. So this is the airplane. There will be a thing like this moved forward like this by the pilots. Same way we will move this position in the front. So throttle will be given, which means the engine will run. Okay. That will make the move. That will make the plane to move forward. Okay. Since the plane takes a good speed, like obviously the opposite wind in the opposite direction will come and hit on the under part of the plane lift it, but smartly a pilot has to do the elevator, right? I'll do the elevator. I will lift the plane putting backside weight, so the plane will be up. After that, what is there on the sky, in the sky, what we will do is we will move ailerons to balance the left and right. Okay, we can see this.
Yes, sir. Now we are able to see.
Can you see? அதுல காட்டுடா தம்பி. Can you see?
Sir, actually, there is some technical difficulty. We are trying to see, but it's too far away. Yeah, now we are able to see the flight. Yes.
Can you see the?
Uh, Not that clearly, sir, because there's some
Can
internet
you
issue,
see the plane?
so it gets stuck every now and then. It's stuck every now and then.
Can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm flying in a lower level so that you can see it in the.
Okay,
கொஞ்சம் எப்படி?
sir. Again, your
Check it in
internet.
the phone
Yes,
and tell me. Laptop.
I think the laptop
I'll bring it.
camera is not supporting you to show that way. Yeah.
Keep it in this. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Can you see the plane now?
Yes, we are able to see it now. Yeah. So can you land it and show it? Can you do a landing?
Sit for landing.
Yes.
Now we'll proceed for landing. Battery is running low. 1 second.
Sir, network. There is some network issue.
Bring this here. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes. We have landed it in this runway. I couldn't show it in the laptop.
Sir,
Sorry.
no worries. So what I would ask you is that if it's possible, you can just shoot a video of the last land one that you are kind of like showing it, share it in WhatsApp or something like that. I'll just upload it to our YouTube page so that people can come back and see what it is. So there is network issue from his end, and like I told you, there was just a power blow up just outside my house, outside the window out over here, and there's no power right now. So I'm not sure how people had lived in 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 eras when there was no internet and no electricity. So now it's getting very difficult. Let's just wait for a couple of minutes to set. We were planning to do it through the mobile phone, but from 4 o'clock, the mobile phones were not. We were not getting connected using the streaming software. So and in it, we just created a new stream instead of the old stream, and that's the reason why why you guys have to shift from one stream to another. So really sorry for the technical goof ups. So Sarthak, we are actually thinking of starting a small program, like, aerospace and space science with 360-degree flying club, so that in our portfolio. So hopefully you guys can be a part of it and design RC planes, design drones, design a lot more aeroplanes on your way. Number one, and number two, as you ask, connect a camera on plane. Yes, typically he had planned to have mobile phones on the plane to show us how different things work in a plane. Okay, so but unfortunately we couldn't do it right now. Okay, he's trying to get connected again, so we'll probably see that. So if you guys have questions, do ask me in the chat box. I'll see if I can get it, and please give us until later tonight or tomorrow so that we can have the videos of the RC planes flying, and we'll put it up in the Facebook page, in the YouTube page. Okay. Let's see if they are going to get connected again. So in the meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, please do type in the chat box. I'd be more than happy to take up a few questions and okay, guys. I Yes, sir has connected.
Nalada. Yes.
Suresh
See,
sir,
guys, I'm really sorry. Yes,
no
Vinod,
sir.
are you here?
Yes sir, I'm here.
Yeah, the mic connected. Is my mic connected?
You're,
My mic.
yeah, but you're working. Yeah, yeah, video is working. Yes, good.
Now, sir. Now,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, yeah, now
See,
it's
guys,
good, sir.
the idea was
Yeah, I
to
would no. See,
sir, I'm really
let me go.
sorry. We
So
we
maybe
had
if
set
you
up our phone.
explain the kids the same. Okay, so we had everything set up for the phone, and uh, due to an inconvenience, we had to go back to the lab. So no worries. I'd be happy if you can just take a small video of it in the phone and it with me so that I can share. Attach it to the end of the program. Is it possible?
Yeah, yeah, very much possible. Can I share some videos right now? Whatever we have flown.
Yes, sir. So probably I'll add it as a separate video, and we'll launch it in the evening that kids can see. But before that, I just wanted to ask you
Very
a few questions. So you can just show the videos later. So show the drones working later. I just want to ask you a couple of questions. Like some of the students
okay.
had been asking uh, uh, how do they learn this? So how do they get in touch with you? Are you guys doing it in anywhere else other than in Chennai?
See, see, guys. I've been aero modeler for quite some time, and last 12 years we have been flying. But so far is that we have been doing is like we go to schools, we conduct something professional air shows for schools, and that is how get connected with school. Uh, Really, I got uh, to connect with Mr. Vinod from India Space Science. So uh, I think from here on, Vinod sir, you can get our students connected and
Superb.
as
Superb, sir. So, what I would like to do is probably we would do one indoor event. So, maybe we can, send kit to the kids and they can all join us online and we could do a 1 day or a 2 day hands-on workshop for a limited number of students, 10 to 20 students. So, we'll try something like that, sir, first for our
that
online
is possible.
community.
And even we are our club name is 360 Flying Club. We are put up in Anna Nagar, and if there are
Superb.
students who come down to Chennai here for a couple of days and learn how to build and fly their own airplanes, we are all in. as we are partnering with Mr. Uh, I think it is very much possible to
Superb.
do this also, sir. Okay,
Definitely, sir.
so
We will try
you are
to
most welcome. If
organize one such. Okay. So and I really want to thank you for
also,
time today. And today was one of the most, what do you call, easiest workshops that we have learned. It was so hands-on. It was so kind of like I don't have to think about hundred things to work on this workshop. So now next time I see a bird flying, next time I see a kite flying, next time I see a drone or anything, it will easily come to
ac-
me. So and I think
ac- actually the idea was to shoot the entire event in the drone, to relay
yes,
a drone actually. So that was the
okay,
plan. We could only connect this to the phone,
mobile phone,
not to allow. I cannot
live stream it in a laptop. I
live.
understand that.
I wanted even when the flights fly, the drone which will
Sir,
be
we will do this.
to to telecast it to people. That was the plan actually. Really sorry about it. Next time maybe we'll do it.
Sir, we'll definitely do this. No
Please
question
feel
asked.
please feel free to ask any doubts. I tell you, people normally know if we don't know things, they call it rocket science. But actually, rocket science is easy. Of us to definitely need to know. For rocket science, it is better to know kite science, drone science, and then we'll move on to rocket science and satellite science. This is what we have plans. Told you, let it be first the subset which is aeronautical,
Fantastic.
and then we enter into aerospace, and then go exoplanet also.
Superb. Superb. Sir, and I wanted to, at this point, some of the kids are
Each one
being
of
us
you,
like,
even if you are someone who is 8 years old onward, you have the potential to understand and build your own airplane.
superb, sir. Sir, at point I wanted to, some of the kids have been asking, can we do a private work and kind of stuff like that? Like, coming together for a small mini workshop on Jan 22nd, okay, for an event in Chennai. So if you guys are in Chennai, are from Chennai, or if you are in Chennai during Jan 22nd, we are conducting a small private event in Malapur. So sir is going to be there. I'm going to be there. We are going to do a few STEAM related, programs there. And what sir has promised there is that which you can drive using a small drone. Okay, so it's going to be really interesting. In 2 hours, you can kind of like learn how to be a drone pilot, get a hands-on experience on. So really looking forward to see that. Okay, and once again, wanna really thank you from the bottom of my heart. So today was really fun, and looking forward to it there.
Not okay. Vinod sir, are you there?